With so much uncertainty in the world right now, few are feeling the anxiety more than those in or near retirement. So if that's you, what steps can you take to build a more secure retirement? Joining us to discuss this, George Fossing and Mr. Travis, the big old CPA and our tax guy at Northstar Financial and Retirement Planning, a firm that's right here in Greenville, helping people retire more successfully. They are also popular radio show hosts, and it's the first day of 2025.
Yep.
Can you believe it?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Wow.
It's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a good one, and I love it that our first question of 2025 happens to do with taxes.
No more exciting than that.
This is how we celebrate New Year's Day. But seriously though, there's a lot of concerns when it comes to retirement, and people are, they have challenges. Like,
Sure.
What are some of those challenges retirees are facing?
The big thing is the unknown. New administration coming in here in a few weeks. A lot of talk about tax savings and such. We'll see what happens with that, obviously. But it's a moving target. It's not static. So it's something you really need to stay in front of and be in touch with. Travis does an exceptional job with that because it's important.
Right.
He gets all this communication from different sources out there. He's in front of this is what's going on, so you need to be aware of. And again, the importance, the reason we talk about this often is you actually can make a difference in your income and how much you get to keep.
Okay, that's big, because let's think about this, taxes in retirement. A lot of people probably have a lot of different, savings accounts, 401ks, whatever. Are all of the accounts taxed the same?
They're not, and which comes into a lot of our planning, I guess, is identifying from which accounts we should draw income. Right?
Yeah.
The timing of such is a critical role, because if you take it from the wrong bucket, you're likely to be penalized.
Okay, so how do you know, I should put everything in 401k? Oh, wait, no, I should put everything in IRAs.
Well, we like to look at diversifying not only our asset or investment portfolio, but also the tax classification of the assets that we manage. Because that way, like George says, there is a lot of unknowns. Tax laws constantly evolve, giving us future opportunities, right?
Yeah.
As they evolve, we get more opportunities. But we anticipate tax rates to go up. We like to have that tax-free growth opportunity via Roth IRA, and we've talked about many times that's the IRA account where that grows tax-free.
Right.
You pay your taxes once you convert it from your traditional 401k, but utilizing a diverse mix of tax strategies, we feel enhances our clients' returns.
Okay, you talk about conversions a lot, and this is now where I'm like, yep, I got it, and I'm not even going to pretend. I know, what do you mean, and why is that important, and how do you know what to converge and all that?
Okay, well, just
yeah. Okay, so okay.
Where do you start, Travis?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. No.
Yes.
No. Well, to perform a conversion, typically people contribute to their 401ks while they're working, which is
Right.
a tax deferred. You're not paying tax on that, right? It's not being recognized as income. When you convert those funds, those tax deferred funds, convert them into after tax into a Roth account, you're paying the tax liability then, right? You're recognizing the income. The benefit of that, though, is all the future earnings are tax free. The timing is what it becomes a critical factor. Right, because we want to convert when the stock market's down. We want to make sure we don't convert too much because we might exceed the Medicare surcharge threshold. So that's where Zach and I'll sit down and really work through a plan to make sure we maximize a conversion without pushing clients' income into a punitive state.
See, I love this. And George, when people come and they sit down and talk with you, they get all of this. So all this tax planning and stuff is all part of what you're going to help them with.
Yeah, it's a bit heavy, Our morning program here talking about this stuff.
Some people are just like,
pretty
wait,
heavy
what?
duty.
I just want to
we get it.
Come on.
We get it. It's like, I roll. Happy New Year's. Okay.
Yeah.
Yet it's important.
Very.
And again, somebody talks about, well, we get paid to do our services, right? So people don't mind if you get value out of it. If you're not getting value out of something, paying a nickel is too much, right?
Right. Yeah.
So part of our services included with our investment is this tax planning aspect of it. And I think it's profound because it more than offsets, it's so much. And what we could show people that call in, we can run a report for them, complimentary, and show them what doing some of this tax planning will mean over their lifetime of retirement, not only for them, but for their beneficiaries, the children or grandchildren. So it's ongoing. We believe taxes are going to be going up in the future. Doesn't matter who's in office. The debt's out of control. I think people watching this understand that. There's only so many ways you can go ahead and pretend we can't address this. And it's always the middle class gets the hit.
get it.
Always us. And those 401ks and IRAs are targets. I think it's like $13 trillion sitting out there. And it's huge. And the government is licking their, and we are not represented in Congress or the Senate or whatever. And that's really where we get kind of bent up with this. It's just not right. Where's our voice?
Yeah.
So it's up to us to really do what we can do and not wait around for something else to happen.
Well, that's why we bring them to you every Wednesday. First one of 2025. Excited to see what excited to see what the year brings, guys.
Good
Thank
help to
you
everybody.
so much
Yeah,
for
thank
bringing
you.
the energy on New Year's Day. I love it. All right, listen, if you're at home, if you're retired, or maybe you're getting close to retirement and would like to sit down with Northstar and really talk about your taxes, your retirement, how they can all play a role. And if you have saved $500,000 or more, they will talk to you and customize a retirement plan just for you, completely free. This is a comprehensive, holistic plan that includes a look at your investments, your income sources, taxes, and so much more that you really deserve in that retirement. They want to make it successful. First step, call in the number you see on your screen, 864-707-9633.